That's a place a lot of musicians desire to get to. They have over 1 million views on Spotify. I think people want what you have,
hey,
you know?
Wow.
Hey, what's up? It's Gabriella Martay here at Helps Too. I'm sitting with Evan Baker. We met, what now, like a year ago? 2 years ago, at a really cool organization called Balanced Breakfast in San Jose, California. Now I'm sitting in Portland with him. He's moved to be closer to his bandmate. Evan is in a band called The Analog Affair, and he just started a solo project, and I'm really excited for you guys to know all about it and hear about his journey because he's done some big things in licensing. He has a huge following on Spotify and on Soundcloud, and I think we can learn a lot from Evan. So hey, welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
So Evan's the first person to be on Helps Two's YouTube channel aside from myself. So I want to start by just asking your story, how you got into music.
Interesting.
Yeah.
First, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
The reason I got into music, it started with really bad breakup poetry that I was writing, and I wanted to find a different way to express that because a lot of the music I'd been listening to at the time just really seemed to get to me more than just like writing, and so decided to kind of mess around a little bit with Apple GarageBand and some loops, and then eventually progressed into making my own melody, my own beats, writing lyrics, singing, stuff like that, and it's just kind of progressed.
So Evan is actually a full-time musician, which I think a lot of musicians want to know about, right? So tell us how you do that.
The majority of how I'm able to kind of sustain myself being a musician is through music licensing. So what happens is my bandmate and I, we write original music just like any other musicians, and then we post it to a website, a catalog actually, that works with music directors from small wedding videography companies all the way up to big corporations. And what happens is they will pay to use our music or our song a one-time in a video, so it's a single-use license. There are other types of licenses where you can do it over a huge ad campaign if that's what they're wanting to use the music for. So yeah, it's a really great way to kind of earn a little bit of money on your music, especially if you're an unsigned or undiscovered artist, because the chance for exposure is really great, and it's free exposure. Essentially, you just put your music up there, and then if people use it,
Candid.
then you got advertising for free, essentially. So
That's awesome. So where does somebody start with that?
they're
Like involved.
Well, we were recommended to a website called The Music Bed through a former manager, but there are lots of other catalogs that people work with. Some of the most popular ones I think are Audio Socket. We worked with them for a little bit. The Music Bed, we're working with them right now. Jingle Punks. There's actually, this is kind of a secret tip, but
Okay,
there's
secret tip.
a website called the Music Library Database, and it's a subscription-based model, but you can browse on there and look at all the different music libraries, because there are hundreds of different music libraries. Some are better than others, but this site kind of gives you a breakdown of which ones are better. They have a lot of user feedback and comments and experience from each one. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I'll put those links, you guys, in the description of this video so you can have them and go check them out. I love the Music Bed because they are really good at filtering bad music out. So you have to kind of be an established, not established per se, but you have to be good at what you do. So I appreciate that about them.
The thing that I like about them is they work across all different genres, and like you just said, the quality is really important. So you need to have something that's almost, but a little bit better than like what you'd have like radio ready, I guess you would say. What you would be comfortable showing people more so than a demo tape. But
yeah, like full on produce, something that seems polished to a certain degree, and every genre is different, right? So
well, yeah, because essentially what they're gonna do with the song is they don't do any audio editing, they don't do anything like that. They just pair your music with the the people who want to use them for their advertisements or training videos or whatever. So having it in a state where it's just good to go from the website to their video is key.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's great because a lot of musicians want to perform and they want to do live shows. I know we were just talking about that, right? Like our goal is to not only put out music, but we love really interacting with people and performing. It's fun to us. But you know, sometimes the cash doesn't flow from those things because we're not super known yet. Yeah, so it's great to have licensing as a foundation.
Yeah, it's very helpful. And I think just to your point about, you know, we want to focus on touring and playing live and stuff. That's the sacrifice that I've made as a musician.
Right.
I've kind of come at it backwards from learning production and things like that first, or studying that more than getting out and playing live. And so that's what I'm trying to remedy now and focus on now, is actually getting out and playing live and kind of getting the satisfaction from that. So.
Which I'm the opposite. I've probably done like thousands of shows, and I always ask Evan, how are you doing the licensing and stuff? Because that's where, you know, I'm weak, he's strong. So
yeah, and then I'll always ask her, hey, how do you play live shows?
So we might do a tour together, guys. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
I got a couple different things going on. My band, The Analog Affair, we're releasing a new album this year sometime. We're working on a whole batch of new songs right now, which is exciting because I was telling you earlier that this is the first time in 10 years that we've been working together, that we've lived in the same area, same city. Prior to that, we had just worked collaboratively over things like Skype and Dropbox and stuff. So we're excited to do that. We're going to start playing some shows in the Portland area, Pacific Northwest. And then I've also just launched a solo project called Ritual Heaton. And
link in the bio.
Yeah, I'm going to start playing shows in Portland with that. And I've got a small batch of songs. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for somebody who is, maybe they've been in music a long time, or maybe they feel like they're just new to it, when it comes to getting out there and reaching people? What would you give them? Just one thing.
Ooh, just one thing?
Yeah, and then maybe if it gets deep, we'll go with two, but just one to start.
I would say, this may sound a little cliche, but you just have to be willing to put the material out there, and you have to have it in a state where you can put it out there, because nobody's going to pick it up, nobody's going to listen to it if it's not out there. I've talked to a lot of musicians myself who say, you know, I've got all these songs that I love to play, but I just can't seem to sit down and record them, or get the recording good enough to share with people. And that's the number one thing. Like, you just have to sit down and take the time to do it, because, you know, all of the work you're really going to put in is in the recording. And if you want to have somebody mix it or try to learn that production side yourself, like, that's all, and then the song's done, and you'll have a good baseline to perform with that live or share. And I mean, especially in this day and age, using such a powerful tool as social media and the internet, like, if you don't have it recorded or done, then you don't have anything to work with.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and just to give you a little bit of background about the Analog Affair, Evan's band with his, what do you call him, partner?
Yeah, I'm a partner, bandmate.
Bandmate, yeah. They have over 1 million views on Spotify, or listens, they're not views, on Spotify. They have like 1,000 YouTube followers. On Soundcloud, they have hundreds of thousands of views. And I think that's a place a lot of musicians desire to get to. So having you on our Helps to YouTube channel is super, super great, because I think people want what you have, you know?
Well, I appreciate that. I think this last year was a really exciting time for us, because towards the end of the year, we found out that we had averaged, I think, like 150,000 listeners per month on Spotify, which is just crazy for us. And the way that we got that is, we just, like I said, we had the material done, we put it out there. We have been plugging it for a couple of years now, but we put it out on Spotify, like we released it on Pandora, and people seem to like it, and so they put it on their own playlist, and it just kind of grew from there. So yeah, make sure you get your stuff done and put it out there.
Yeah, and consistently, you know, he said what has it been? How many years?
Well, yeah, we've been doing it for 8 years.
8 years, you know, and I think a lot of musicians think that, or just people in general think that you just make it in this one moment, it just all ends up really rosy and you're famous all of a sudden. But a lot of people, we call it, a 10-year success story, overnight success story. And those, overnight success is just not true. It doesn't really happen often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, especially in music, because the market's so saturated.
Yeah, and everybody wants to be famous nowadays.
Yeah.
So stick with it, be consistent. Well, you guys, we're coming out with Helps 2, not Evan and I. Helps 2 is coming out with a new music program soon, coming this spring of 2017. It's all about how you can really take your music to the next level and become an Evan, of the analog affair or something to that degree. So we want to make sure you get the information first. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Not only do that, sign up to get more information about that course in the description of this video. All right? I'm Gabriella Martay here at Helps 2, and I'm just excited to help you guys. So stay tuned for more videos.
Good luck, guys.
That was good.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Dude, you're a natural.